Good morning. Today we're going to replace the compensator on this 2002 Road King. I believe the spring pack in the compensator is getting weak and it makes a lot of, you'll hear it rattling, this, that. So what I'm going to do right now is drain the fluid and then come back and start removing the pieces to get to the compensator. All right, with a T40, I removed the plug from the primary. I'm gonna let this drain for like 10-15 minutes and then I'll put it up on the lift. Okay, it looks like the fluid has drained. Now I'm gonna get this motorcycle up in the air and remove the rear footboard and the front footboard and the linkage. What I'm gonna do is put this T40 primary oil plug back in. I noticed that when you take this cover off, if you lay it down, at least it won't leak oil. If you keep the plug out, it's gonna leak oil. If you take the inspection cover off, it's gonna leak oil. So keep the primary cover as one. So you can lay it on a piece of cardboard and it will hold the oil. So you kind of try to minimize your mess. So I got it in the air. I put the plug back in. I put a little thread sealer on it and reinstalled. So I don't have to worry about that. But I'm gonna take off rear floorboard and the front floorboard. Pretty basically simple. You got one Allen head bolt there. This gets a little more, you gotta do it from the other side. It's not bad, one piece at a time. With a 5/16 Allen head and a swivel, nice and easy. Break it, that one. And you're done with that. All right, let me put this aside. Now to remove the shifter level, which will be on our way. If you noticed, I indexed it with these white spots so you could return it to right where you like it. It's important because you can waste a lot of time adjusting these things. You gotta remove the whole thing. You gotta remove the whole bolt. One piece at a time, that's how you gotta look at this. It's not bad. Now with this all the way out, sometimes you might have to put a little chisel in there to spread it. Mine's been off a few times. Oh, that might do it. Pretty easy. Now the next thing I want to remove is this floorboard. This floorboard has to be removed from the other side. You have two fasteners, one in the front, you'll see, and one in the back. And then this, I believe there's a set bolt. All right, as you noticed, I removed this from the back and this from the back. Now that we got that loose, there's one more that's a set from the front. We get rid of that and it's done. This will come off. Okay, we got that loose. I just want you to really see this because it's not that bad. It might look that bad. If you got the bike off the ground and you can get it from the other side, you're in business. This is like a set. So you can set this in place and then go from the back and take it apart. You got two mounts and that one. If you can see, this was the nut and the washer, and there's your hardware. I'm gonna keep that in place because this is what you're gonna first install when you put this foot peg back in. And just hand tighten it so then you can go from the back and get the other hardware. This in the front, and then the same piece in the back. Keep an eye on your washers. There's one in front and then back on the front one. So now we're down to the cover. This is just a trim piece. I'm just gonna turn them a half a turn and loosen them up evenly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. What I want to do now is put a little pan there to catch up the oil. That will be my first one. Okay, I'm going to put this on the cardboard in the order I took it out. Okay, they're all loose. Second one. Don't forget this one. And some are longer than others. And we'll take a minute and remove this trim piece, which is a nice touch on these CVOs. All right, I'll put that. Now's a good time to clean up a lot of this stuff. Just stay organized. Can't get hurt. One more. So now we know we're going to have oil down here. Let me get my rubber mallet. Take another look. Make sure all the hardware is removed, which it is. Tap it. And there it goes. Okay, flip it. You see what I mean? Now you can put this aside without making a mess. This is 1.5 inches. This is standard thread. $10. You can buy this on eBay or any bike shop. Slip it in there. Have the proper impact gun. This would be a bear. Okay, let's loosen that. That's your adjuster. All right, let's loosen this adjuster. Just gotta make sure you got one of these to remove C-clips. Let's see what we got. I got a needle. I got this little to try to work it out. There we go. Not bad at all. But you need that little needle to make this happen. So what we want to do now is just pull this out. Don't touch the adjustment. All right, this is going to be reverse thread. All right, we got to remove now that nut. This is reverse thread. That means to tighten it, you're going to the left. To loosen it, you're going to the right. So, to the right. With an impact, it's a piece of cake. So now, I'm going to pull them both out and put them on the floor in front of us. So we got a piece of cardboard. Hard part's over. Okay. You did not touch none of the adjustment. It's not light. Put it right down just the way you found it. All right, the hard part's done. We have it laying on the floor. What I'm going to do is, this was the old one. Let's put this with the old one. All right, this is the new one. Now we got it. Now we got to pick it up and put it in place. Make sure the chain is on top of that. It's not light, but it's not bad. Get the real one. Okay, be careful. And there we go. Not bad, guys. Now, this is the new one. This is the new hub. This is the spring pack. This is what usually goes bad. These springs start to get, from heat, mileage, they just get weak and they make a rattle noise. It starts off not too bad, but it ends terrible. Okay, I'm just gonna place that in there. Now we know we gotta get this in there. Remember, now to tighten is to loosen. Okay, loosen, tighten. Okay, there we go. Loosen, tightens. Let's just tighten this stuff up. That. All right, this calls for 160. There's a lot of different information out there about this. It's a lot. I'm going to mark this so we know if it ever moved, if I ever go back in there. With that, now we're going to torque the clutch, which is at 80 foot-pounds. All right, this is set at 80. There you go. Rubber piece out of there. Okay, there's that. Don't forget this. All right, with that, now what I want to do is just put it back together in reverse. We never touched none of this, so we don't have to worry about a clutch adjustment. good. Beautiful. I'm gonna get a little screwdriver and tap it. Looks damn good. You can see if you can rotate it around. That looks beautiful. Now test your clutch handle. You'll see it move. I got the same play. It's perfect. It's right where it was. Now let's do this adjustment. All right. Chain tensioner. Let's go one more. Tilt this a little bit. I like it. We're done. With that, we put a new compensator in. Everything's normal. Hit the clutch. Everything appears to be beautiful. All right, what I'm gonna do is clean this gasket. These are good gaskets. I'm gonna put a little sealant on it. I'm gonna clean the primary cover. I'm just gonna put it on the bottom, a little sealant. So I used a little of this Edelbrock gasket maker. It really helps out. You dab this around it on the primary cover and the inner primary cover, and this won't leak a lick. Let's install the primary cover. All right, remember you got your starter shaft and you got your pin. There you go. Start off with the first one, remember. Take your time. 2, 3, 4, 5. Go here, 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 here. Now just check them. Don't get crazy with this. I see so many people just strip them. You gotta remember, that inner primary is just aluminum. Those gaskets are pretty damn decent. And then using the gasket helper, it's like glue. Now what we got to do is put the rear floorboard, the front floorboard, the shifter, quarter oil. I just took it for a test ride. I got to tell you, smooth as silk. Yeah, it took the oil a little time to circulate, make everything nice, but I'm very happy. Now, I'll let you know, I bought this part off eBay for $40 off Riley's Motorcycle Parts in Kentucky. And he gave a warranty. He'll pay for return shipping. Yes, I understand the labor. Yes, I understand you could buy one brand new for $2 and change. But I read all his feedbacks and people were quite happy. And I gotta tell you, I'm happy. I just came back from like a 3-4 mile ride. And that noise is gone. and it's a weird noise. You'll hear it, and it's like a vibration, a ping, a shake. It's a rattle. If anybody has any questions, or you want me to forward where the part came from, just ask. Let me give it a start up. Let's see how she goes. All right, neutral. You don't sound bad. I hope this works out. Let me shut her down. Any questions, just ask. If you can, thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe. Ride safe and have a great day. Thank you for watching.